1580.
Are you ready?
The station leading the way with exclusive interviews, stimulating conversation, and intellectual discourse that empowers, enlightens, and informs. Follow the leader at KBLA 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Keep following the leader.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss you. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
Me minus you is such a lonely ride. The breakup we had has made me lonesome and sad. I realize I love you 'cause I want you back. I spent the evening with the radio. Regret the moment that I let you go. Our quarrel was such a way of learning so much. I know now that I love you 'cause I need your touch. Hey, hey. Reunited and it feels so good.
Yeah.
Reunited 'cause we
Hey.
understood. There's one perfect fit, and sugar, this one is it.
This why you and your ex are still friends.
So excited 'cause we're reunited. Hey, hey.
KBLA Talk 1580, the voice of reason. My playlist is my co-host. We turned up tonight. We had to do a part 2 from yesterday because people are all over the country talking about this, man. This is crazy, man. Why would a man or woman stay friends with an ex? Look at how we treat people. We discard people. Once we didn't get what we want from the relationship, once the relationship didn't live up to our expectations, once the person revealed their true selves to us, once we revealed our true selves to the person, we don't want each other no more. So you know what we do? We throw each other away. This is why it makes perfect sense for most people to say, never speak to your ex again. Do you know how broken and small and tiny we are? Spiritually evolved people are not tripping like that. Somebody, I mean, maybe you disagree, right? Maybe you disagree. But some of the most difficult relationships you've ever been in tend to be the most fruitful in terms of what you've learned about yourself. When was the last time you prayed for good health for your ex? Because of where you are today, because of that experience. Even if you guys are not talking, even if you guys are not friends, when was the last time you prayed for their elevation? I know a lot of people don't do it. It makes sense to cut people out of our lives. We see people as tumors when the relationship doesn't work. So what do? we perform relationship chemotherapy called expulsion. But when you go back and you really start to look at what they brought to the table, what happens? You start to see, wow, this person inadvertently showed me this. This person inadvertently showed me this. This is what I learned about myself when dealing with this person. Wow, do you know this person has delivered, whoever the person may be, this person has delivered maybe the top 3 lessons I've ever really understood about myself. This person is central to the cultivation of knowledge of self within me. We live in an isolated, insulated, fear-based world. So it makes sense to throw away the tumor that didn't deliver what we expected them to deliver, which makes them a tumor. Why would a man or a woman stay friends with an ex? Because they're spiritually evolved, because they're a human being. I look at so many people nowadays, they are the most frightened people I've ever seen. They're scared of everything, scared of loss, scared of losing money, scared of losing friends, scared of losing attention, scared of losing momentum in a mediocre life. See, what's interesting is your life is for spiritual development. But the way society has constructed this world, you go out and use all of your energy to accumulate things and be at a plateau, right? Where I feel safe, I feel comfortable. And now all of your energy goes into maintaining the platform you've etched out for yourself, right? I got to maintain it. I got to keep it. It's one thing to get it. It's nothing to keep it. So the way we focus on keeping what we've got. You remember how Big Mama said, don't sit on that couch. Don't you sit on that couch. You mean the one with the plastic? That's why plastic is on. Don't you sit on. We value the thing. And the experiences become monotonous and robotic. Can you imagine having an ex who, listen to what I'm about to say, who has a friendship with you that's richer, that's more fulfilling than the friendship you have with your current significant other? 1-800-920-1580. Phone lines are wide open. I'm about to talk to some folks. Sean! No. Truemonger. Got to get Truemonger. He's on the longest. Truemonger, Dallas, Texas. Get in here.
Yes, sir.
Man.
It was funny that this topic came up. I think people can be friends with an ex if they're, like you were saying earlier, if they're spiritually mature, they're genuine people to each other. If they were friends before the relationship, and for whatever reason the relationship doesn't work out, and you're still good people. You get some time apart or whatever, you go live your lives. You know, they do what they do, you do what they do, but there's still a connection there. And you respect each other's boundaries. You don't let each other cross the line, especially if you know they're dating someone else, and vice versa. If you truly have respect for one another, you don't cross those lines. Now, if you're single, all bets are off. You do what you want after that.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Listen, brother. You know how we do. We have a conversation now.
Right.
Let me ask you, what if your boundary is a wall instead of a gate? See,
well,
you know most people build walls. A gate means it can open, it can allow new information in, it can allow new experiences in. In other words, the gate model signifies scalability, flexibility. It's a gate. Things can come in and go out. When you have a wall, you've constructed a prison.
As if it has a closing on it. If it's just a wall, there's a way to get over it if you need to.
So now we got to scale it.
Yeah, you can climb it. If you need a ladder, you can get a ladder.
I love
It all depends on the intention or the motives of the person
it.
or the people involved. Like I say, if you had a genuine connection and for some reason the relationship didn't work out, so time go by and y'all still cool, I don't see an issue with that unless one of you try to cross the line when you know somebody's involved with somebody.
But go deeper. Why would somebody try to cross the line?
Because their emotions might get caught up. They may feel that urge. Some people are slaves to their sexual urges.
And some people are blindsided by them.
Right.
Right? So
either way, I had to learn that early.
But either way, if you're a slave or you're blindsided by them, if you're blindsided, it means you have pushed it down, you're not paying attention. If you're a slave, that's something else that requires self-work to free yourself from, right? So either way, self-work is involved, right?
Yes, it is. Because I've experienced this. Because there's been a few exes that I've remained cordial with and cool with over the years. The last one I was engaged to, we're still friends to this day. We had our ups and downs. We had our periods where we went without speaking or we get into it or whatnot. But when push comes to shove, we know what kind of people we are.
Wow.
Regardless if we're together or we've seen other people or whatever.
Wow. That's heavy.
She know how I am. She knows how I know how she is. If she's dating somebody, I'll put my own boundaries up. Because I'm not gonna be a responsible party in wrecking somebody's relationship.
Right.
And I expect the same in return.
Right. And that's
just how I am.
But that's the framework for this discussion. We're not saying do something that is immoral or disingenuous. We're saying most people are afraid. Remember, what you fear, you manifest. Because fear is in relation to something. And whatever the thinker thinks, the prover will prove. So oftentimes what you fear, you pull into reality because you're ruminating on that thought. And then you don't, most people don't ask, why am I ruminating on this thought? Do you see?
And some people, like you're saying, some people are just scared. So they got to feel like they got to take possession of people, man. And at the end of the day, we don't own nobody.
What you fear, you commandeer. Somebody meme that for me. What you fear, you commandeer. You're going to bring what you fear into existence. Because fear, listen, having fear in your spirit is like having a cheater within you. Why? Because fear is going to make you do things that you wouldn't normally do. Fear will make you bend the knee. Fear will make you change your mind. Fear will make you change your plan. Fear will make you sit down when you should stand up. Fear will make you quit when you should keep going. Do you understand? What you fear, you will commandeer. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And at the end of the day, you can still be cool if y'all just gradually fade away from each other. It is what it is. If for some reason your paths cross again, and it becomes more than a friendship, then it is what it is. But if not, you should be cool either way. Wish that person the best, regardless. Whether they reciprocate or not is on them. But you don't have to have no ill will towards them. Unless it ended badly, I can understand why you would. But if it didn't end badly and some time went by and you get out of your feelings and you realize what really happened and you learn your lessons from it, man, let them folks live their life.
Man, True Monger, let me say this, brother, man. I always appreciate you calling in, man. I know it took me a minute to get to you, but it was worth every moment, brother. You dropped some jewels. We appreciate the insight, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, JW, South Central Los Angeles, get in here.
Hey, how you doing?
Man, I'm in here trying to start a fight with everybody.
Now, if anything, you teach the knowledge. But anyway, just to continue from last night, like the point I raised with my high school sweetheart, I was the second person she ever had. And we were together for over 5 years. But the point is, when I had first met her, she couldn't understand how I befriended her first boyfriend. And like I mentioned, it's a matter of being secure or insecure, or as well as being emotionally mature. And that's the main point right there in terms of her. So she was emotionally immature and she was insecure. And so I understood that, but she couldn't comprehend that because I was comfortable with myself, and she couldn't comprehend that. Now, fast forwarding in our relationship, after about 4 years passed, we had little issues, arguing here and there, etc. Make a long story short, I come back over, I meet her new friends, or one of her girlfriends, and she's married. Her girlfriend's married. So I found out that they played strip poker. Now, mind you, we had already been in a relationship over 4 years, and we had issues. So I know our relationship was coming to an end because I was losing the trust. And make a long story short, we were like, what's that term they use where you like swingers or you swap? So I'm with her girlfriend, and she's with her girlfriend's husband. And we did that for a while, and then I just broke the relationship off. Okay, now fast forwarding to my wife, years later, once I got up in age and more mature, like I said yesterday, I'm on the road driving 18-wheelers, and I get home kind of late and miss the dinner plan that we had already organized and planned. And one of my lady friends that my wife knew, I've been knowing her since I was in high school, and her and I were real close. We were intimate, but we never had a chance to, consummate that. In other words, have sex. But it came to that point, but it never it took place. But the point is, we were real good close friends, and she had got married, etc. So my wife knew the whole circumstances. And my wife was insecure because I was the outgoing person, a people person. I'm Aquarius, and I'm not arrogant or have an ego, but people have said I look good.
JW, I need you to get to your point, brother. I need you to get to your point quickly because we got a whole line of people. You telling me you're Aquarius and everything. Thank you, Aquarius. You got to give me the point.
Okay, well, continuing my point was being insecure, emotionally immature, and having the right motives, because with the woman I live with, we were good friends. We would call each other even though we had been broken up for years. And then my ex-wife, every time I would bring her name up or have a dream about it, she would show up at my door or make a phone call. So my whole point is I remain friends with everybody that I have broken up with, but I didn't want to be good friends with my ex-wife because I didn't have no trust issues with her.
Well, brother, let me just say, man, I appreciate you giving us. It was story time with JW from South Central. JW can always call in and share your stories, brother. I see you've dealt with this firsthand. You've dealt with the question of should you be friends with your ex-wife or no, and I appreciate you sharing that insight with us today, sir.
All right, have a good night.
All right, JW, listen, if you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. I got Sean from Oakland, California, Tiffany from Atlanta, Georgia, and Derek from Rochester, New York. We still got 3 lines open. If you want to call me right now and share your thoughts, the number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. I've got a lot to talk about.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Our Weekly Los Angeles is the largest audited black newspaper in the state of California with a distribution of over 50,000 copies weekly. Pick up a copy every Thursday to get the latest news on African American communities of LA. You can also keep up with what's going on in Los Angeles and surrounding cities by going to www.ourweekly.com. The Our Weekly website is updated daily with the current news about us and for us. For your advertising needs, Our Weekly offers economical advertising packages to fit your budget. Feel free to call Our Weekly Los Angeles at 323-905-1300 or visit the website at www.ourweekly.com. Our Weekly Los Angeles, reporting news that matters to you.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Hi, Maisha Cairo here, KBLA, live at Chase Bank on Crenshaw and Vernon for the In This Together tour with female business owners, a day of empowerment, community panels, and best of all, tips on building business from marketing to capital. Today I spoke with Tatiana, a community manager for JP Morgan Chase.
Thank you so much. Yes, my name is Tatiana Roberts. I am a community manager for JP Morgan Chase. I have to honestly say that this has been the most fulfilling position that I've ever had, where I get to give back to the community because I saw my mom's struggles. That's really what fuels what I do to make sure that the community has all the access to the resources that my mother didn't have.
So for the mother who's in business, what are 3 quick tips you can give to ensure that they're on the right path to accessing financial support from a bank like Chase?
Say number 1, just make sure that you're checking your credit on a consistent basis and taking action to either fix your credit, maintain your credit, or rebuild your credit. The second thing would be budget. I know that B word is kind of like ugly right? A lot of people don't like that B word, but it has to be done. We need to tell our money where to go. The last thing is to build a network of supporters that are going to lift you up.
The community building here in Crenshaw is that network. So visit the Chase Community Center on Crenshaw and Vernon. Meet a banker today. Tell them about your business. I'm Maisha Cairo in the community for KBLA with JP Morgan Chase.
Hey Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Some of y'all being friends with that man because you still want to hold on to a piece of him. You ain't trying to really heal for real. Sometimes heal means no contact. Sometimes heal mean we can't hang out. Sometimes heal mean I got to change my number. That don't mean that I hate you. It just means I have boundaries. Why do y'all think that it has to be one extreme or the other? That either you must hate that person or you got to be his friend. I cannot hate you and still not fuck with you. The only reason we need to keep in contact is if we got children. And the reason is I don't want to hinder my blessing. How can I be asking God to send me the right person for me when I'm continuing to hold on to the wrong one? Don't you understand you are holding on to the wrong man when you claim that your friend still? Like, be honest. He used to eat your ass. It's impossible for this man to just be your friend and you be able to move on to somebody that is a blessing for you. That is not your friend, it's your ex.
That clip scared me. Welcome back to the Voice of Reason, KBLA Talk 15. First off, he's scared. When you mention the sexual liaison that they had, you scared. And you're competitive, and you're jealous, and you're envious, and you don't want to have another man to have something up on you. Right? Can we be honest? Andy, was that fear? I heard fear. I smell... No, go ahead.
There was a little bit of fear there. I'm over here working behind the scenes and stuff, so I might have missed this. So, you know what I'm saying? Please forgive me. But, I'm curious to know, like, let's say the relationship was a friendship first. Mm-hmm. We were friends. great friend, best friends.
How about that?
Never crossed the line, but just friends.
Right.
For a couple years, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then we decided to take that leap into becoming a couple. Right? We thugged it out, you know what I'm saying? We did our thug this, and we found out that, you know what? It didn't work out.
Right.
But we still remain friends.
Right.
Is that a problem?
For a lot of people. Listen, Andy, for a lot of people, that's a problem. Now watch this, and I'm going to tell you why. Right here. You guys hear me use this map of consciousness from Dr. David R. Hawkins all the time. He created a consciousness grid using kinesiology and using specific types of words. And the words that he uses either makes you go strong or weak. At the lowest end of the consciousness grid, you have shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear. Now, if you got unhealed wounds and you call yourself creating boundaries, shame, guilt, apathy, grief, and fear will be built into not a gate, but a wall, a boundary that is inflexible, a boundary that has hurt, fear, grief, apathy, guilt, and shame as its mortar. That's what's holding this thing together. Listen, the word he used, fear, these are the terms he uses for these levels of consciousness. Now, the conscious levels start at the lowest level, which is shame. 20, vibrates at 20. That's the number. The highest up at the top of this consciousness grid is enlightenment. That's 1,000. So, if your boundaries are co-authored and constructed by fear, grief, apathy, guilt, and shame, you have built into it spiritual obsolescence. What is obsolescence? The root word of it is obsolete. When we date each other, when we don't get what we want, we see the people as obsolete. To the left, to the left, to the left. Get out of here. Your stuff is in a box to the left. There is a natural fear that I don't want to be discarded. There is a natural fear that I don't want to get played. Listen to what I'm saying. So when we talk about people, you can't be friends with your ex. If everything is above ground and respectful, why not? If everything is transparent and I've brought them into your life, why not? Because you either have grief, fear, apathy, guilt, shame, unhealed trauma, and you're using quote unquote boundaries as really a wall and not a gate. When I come forward, the phone lines are fully packed. We're going to everybody.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Google is being sued by the Justice Department. 8 states are also joining in on the lawsuit that targets Google's stranglehold in the online advertising market. The plaintiffs claim Google conducted a campaign to stifle potential competition. Questions are surfacing about why it took law enforcement so long to notify the public that a gunman was still on the loose after Saturday's deadly shooting in Monterey Park, California. Police officials are facing scrutiny about the 5 hours between the shooting and an early morning press conference in which they announced the suspect was at large. Amazon is adding a prescription drug discount program. Officials said Amazon will launch RX Pass, a subscription service for customers who have Prime memberships. And that's the latest. I'm Mike Island from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
We've all felt the impact of rising food prices. For families in poverty, they're facing malnutrition and even death. You can feed a family for a month with your $50 donation to Compassion International. Just text the word radio to 97646.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at KBLA 1580.
Are you ready?
The station leading the way with exclusive interviews, stimulating conversation, and intellectual discourse that empowers, enlightens, and informs. Follow the leader at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Keep following the leader.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Are you looking to steer your career in a new direction? Driving for Culver City Bus can be your ticket to a long-lasting career with excellent benefits and paid training. Looking for customer service and safety-minded bus operators to join the growing Culver City Bus team, offering on-the-job training starting at $19.10 per hour, uniform allowance, and health benefits. Culver City Bus, a great employer. Let us connect you with an essential service job. If you enjoy driving, seek real opportunities for a career change, and are passionate about making a difference in the community, we invite you to join the team. Start your journey by submitting an application at culvercity.org/jobs. For more information, visit culvercitybus.com or call 310-253-6500. Again, 310-253-6500.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. Thinking about gas mileage? If your check engine light is on, it may be affecting your MPGs, but the free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help. With the most complete free warning light report backed by technician-verified fixes, you'll know what's affecting your gas mileage and more, and you don't have to drive too far to find the fix. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service is available at all 6,200 stores.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
See details at AutoZone.com.
At Social Security, we are always thinking of ways to save you time and make things easier. That's why we created My Social Security. A My Social Security account allows you to access your earnings history and benefits information, request a replacement Social Security card, get a proof of income letter, estimate and apply for benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount. Social Security. Securing today and tomorrow.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Paid by Up Level Rewards.
Hey, where did you get all that cash?
You mean this $750?
Yes, that $750. Where did you get all that cash?
Since it's January, I went to JanuaryCash45.com and got $750.
You got $750?
Yes. Just go to JanuaryCash45.com this month and follow the simple instructions on the site. Once you finish, the $750 is yours.
It's that easy to get $750?
It's January, so yes. You just answer the basic questions on the site, pick from the deals they show you, and get $750 sent to you by direct deposit or any of the major money apps like Venmo or PayPal.
I'm always short on cash. I'm going to JanuaryCash45.com right now to get my $750.
Ready to get your $750 in January? Get started right now at JanuaryCash45.com. So go to JanuaryCash45.com. Just go to JanuaryCash45.com. Follow the simple instructions and get your $750 fast and easy. Go to JanuaryCash45.com. That's JanuaryCash45.com. It's January. Don't wait. Go to JanuaryCash45.com. JanuaryCash45.com. JanuaryCash45.com.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, reminding you, when we fight, we win. Central CSO organizes for the rights of the undocumented. quality public education, and supporting in solidarity other communities seeking social justice. Central CSO stands for Chicano X, self-determination, defending public education, and fighting for all oppressed people in Boyle Heights and East Los Angeles. Find Central CSO meetings every third Wednesday. Visit online at centralcso.wordpress.com or on Instagram at CentralCS. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Voice of Reason back in the building. My playlist is my co-host. Now, if you are ex and you got this playing in your mind while you over there taking the trash out and straightening up pictures and painting stuff, you wrong. This song is in your mind like, nah, it ain't over till it's over. That's wrong. Move on. Move on. Okay, listen. I got a crap ton of calls. So this is what we're going to do. Callers, I'm coming to you in rapid succession. I need you to keep your responses short. I know this has been a nuanced discussion, and you may have multiple points. I need you to truncate those points, right, to one. All right, I'm coming to you guys right now. Bo, call back, Bo. Stop driving around while you waiting. Sean from Oakland, California, get in here.
Hey, brother. So first off, being married as long as I have, at the very beginning of our relationship, we were in our 19, 20. And is that, everybody wanted to be with my lady, and a lot of women wanted to be with me. So the point of the matter is here, people, is that my ex, and I only had really one ex that I was kind of serious with, I told my better half nowadays, my amazing love of my life for 35 plus years, is that, hey, this lady right here, we're going to be talking. And she said, you know what? I got my guy, too, that I talk to all the time, too, that we were, together like that, but we weren't going to spend the rest of our lives together. And I'm like, cool, because I'm cool, I'm confident, my better half's confident, and so let's just not even go down that road of Orange Juice Jones like, I saw you and him walking in the rain.
Right.
You stone cold busted. Don't go down that road,
Right.
Anyway, that's what I wanted to say, and I don't want to take up anybody else's time, but yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Hey, brother, I appreciate you, man. Always love from Oakland, California. Sean is always in the building. Derek from Rochester, New York, get in here. Let's go.
Hey, Zoe, first time caller, long time listener.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for calling in. We appreciate you, brother. You brought Rochester, New York in the building. Let's talk.
Man, you got a big fan base out here, but the question I want to ask you, because I do want to ask you this question. I am in a situation. I have a fiance that has a male best friend. Me, I'm emotionally detached from it because I'm actually cool with the guy. So I don't feel any kind of way. I actually got love for the brother, and it's really pretty much happiness in my life. But my question is it a double standard for a man to have it more than a woman?
Well,
Thank you.
listen, let me just say this, Derek.
Uh,
You gonna see how she really feels if you show up with a best friend that's a woman.
okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying tit for tat her. I'm just saying what's good for the goose is also good for the gander, right?
Can I add a hold on? Can I add on?
Sure.
See, but I have baby mothers
Is she cool
that
with
I'm
them?
cool with. Nah, bro, that's not happening. But
Wait.
But she know we have a cordial relationship.
Wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
She not cool with your baby mom?
Well, let me say this.
Wait,
she will be.
you said baby mothers.
Yes, I have two.
Okay, that's asking a lot because a woman might be cool with one, but then
This is what I'm saying. But but what I'm trying to say is that she will be cool with them. Like she'll be cordial because it's really about the kids. So it's like
she will be. How you know she will be cool? You just said she ain't cool.
Hold on. What I mean by she ain't cool is like if it goes, I can't go over to my baby in the house at 9 o'clock at night to pick up a kid. She be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" That's not cool.
Wait, did you just curse? Did that happen?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What in the world? No cursing on the air, man.
My bad.
Okay, listen. When I see contradictories in relationships, I know that relationship is going to struggle unless those contradictions are reconciled. When I see contradictions in relationships, the way you guys think, double standards, I know that relationship is going to struggle unless those things are reconciled. So she got a homeboy, that's her friend, right?
Yes.
Did she even ask you if you were cool with her friendship with him?
Of course.
Okay. And you were like, yeah. But she gets to not be cool. Listen now, listen now, brother. Because one of the main arguments for being cool with your ex is if you have children together or a business or something like that, right? So you got kids and she's still not cool. And then you're going to turn around and tell me she will be instead of dealing with the obvious contradiction.
Yes.
So how you going to deal with the contradiction?
Well, me personally dealing with the contradiction is I deal with it more of you are who you are. You show me what you show me. If you show me something different, then I'm moving accordingly.
Hold on. You about to marry her?
Yes.
Okay. David Deida wrote a book called The Way of the Superior Man. In the book, he says most loving women are the women who will test you. The most loving women are the women who will test you the most. She wants you to be your fullest, your most magnificent self. She won't settle for anything less. She knows it is true for you, true of you. She knows in your deepest heart you are free, you are Shiva. Anything less than that, she will torment. And as you know, she's quite good at it. Listen. The weaker you are in her presence, the more you invite her to torment your, how do I say this? I don't want to say it the way listen, if we were off air, I would be like, boy, listen, I would go off. But she's going to push you. I believe you need to stand up for something. I believe you need to stand up in a respectful way and have a conversation. We don't get to exist in contradictions, sweetheart. If we're going to make the leap up to marriage, we cannot exist in contradictions, okay? You don't get to you have me cool with your friend, right, who you don't have kids with or anything like that, but this is a male and this is your friend. Is he an ex? What is he?
To me, yes. And technically, he is an ex.
Okay, now I don't want to hear no technical. Was he with the girl?
You're right. He was with the girl.
Okay, listen. Buttercream and your dream woman don't go together. See, you can't be buttercream around your dream woman because she'll wander on you. There must be a sense of, you must be rooted in the truth of who you are. Now, at the very core of yourself, are you cool with her having a dude, her ex, as a friend, when she ain't even cool with your baby mama?
Yeah.
Nah, man. I know in your spirit. Come on. In your spirit.
Man,
for the sake of your kids, bruh. You can't marry a woman that ain't gonna be cool with your baby mama dealing with the kids.
I agree. Hold on, I agree with you with that. Yes, I do. But as far as her relationship with her friend, that's what it is.
Okay. Let her off the hook. She gonna see that hook as something she can revisit time and time again. Setting a precedent, young man. David Deida, The Way of the Superior Man. Your woman knows your weaknesses better than anyone. She knows where you will falter and give up. She knows the degree of mediocrity you will settle for. And she knows your true capacity as a full man. A man free of a man of free consciousness and love. Her gift, if she's a good woman, is to test you with her dark moods over and over and over until your consciousness is unperturbed by the feminine challenge, and you are able to pervade her with your love just as you are here to pervade the world. In response to your fearless consciousness, you will drench your world in love and light. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
You don't, listen, we don't get to live in contradiction, honey. We don't get to live there. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You got friend, I got friends. Or let me just say this. Let me say it another way. You got a friend that was your ex. I got a responsibility. And if you gonna be my wife, you co-responsible. How about that? You don't get to not be cool. Make sense?
Makes perfect sense.
I'm going to tell you right now, call Dr. Jashana Johnson. Y'all need to set up couples therapy. Y'all got to do the couples counseling before y'all even get married. I'm telling you right now, incongruence represents challenge. And that challenge got to get worked out. Don't you jump that broom with that incongruence in y'all spirit. Or I'm telling you, you're building in obsolescence. The relationship is going to erode. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. I have to be a man and stand on something. So I definitely hear what you're saying.
Yes. You can't be buttercream with your dream woman. Does that make sense?
Well, it makes perfect sense. I agree with everything you're saying.
All right, brother. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much for reaching out, Derek. Rochester, New York is in the building because of you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Heru Ali, you got to get in here. You got to get in here, man. What just happened? Okay, Heru, we're going to come forward, and then we're going to return. Man, the voice of reason is on fire tonight. I don't know about you, but I'm hot up in here.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
The late R&B singer Aaliyah trends on what would have been her 44th birthday earlier this month. Gone Too Soon. August 25th, 2001, the world was shocked to learn that Aaliyah passed away at the age of 22 in an airplane accident in the Bahamas, killing all 9 passengers on board. Now, in 2023, Black Twitter and others on the internet reflected in remembrance of the songstress, playing clips of her music, posting quotes in remembrance of Aaliyah, and simple birthday wishes. You may remember here on KBLA 1580 when Dame Dash, who was her boyfriend at the time of her death, said this.
There hasn't been one single day that's gone by that I haven't either heard her name, seen her face, heard her music, or had someone ask me a question about her. Not one day. Not one day have I not thought about Aaliyah. I come from a circumstance that this is the life that I chose, so I don't really sit around and be like so depressed. It's not that difficult for me. You have to man up.
We miss you, Aaliyah. Gone too soon. Maisha Cairo here. That's your K-Black Minute News.
This is Danny Morrison from The Danny Morrison Show. We're talking to Sona Agrawal, medical officer with the California Department of Public Health. Now, here's the $100,000 question. Let's say I don't have any insurance. Let's say I don't have any cash. How do I get COVID-19 treatments today?
So that's not a problem at all. California has made it very easy, free, and widely available. It's regardless of insurance status, regardless of immigration or citizenship status. So you can still go to your doctor in urgent care or test or treat, or you can call that hotline or go to the website.
Absolutely fantastic. And to tie a bow on this wonderful conversation, give them the phone number and the website.
No problem. So the phone number is 833-422-4255, or you can go to the website, covid19.ca.gov/treatment, and that's COVID-19 with the number 19.
Thank you so much in your efforts to keep us COVID-free all throughout the holidays. Have a blessed one, okay?
Thank you.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, reminding you when we fight, we win. Asian Americans Advancing Justice is the nation's largest legal and civil rights organization for Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders. Founded in 1983 as the Asian Pacific American Legal Center, Advancing Justice LA serves more than 15,000 individuals and organizations every year. Their mission is to advocate for civil rights, provide legal services and education, and build coalitions to positively influence and impact Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders, and to create a more equitable and harmonious society. To volunteer, make a donation, or seek assistance, visit advancingjustice-la.org. That's advancingjustice-la.org. Or call 888-349-9695. 888-349-9695. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Central Neighborhood Health Foundation is a full-service network of federally qualified health care centers that serves local communities throughout Los Angeles, Riverside, and San Bernardino counties. CNHF clinics provide low-cost to no-cost, compassionate, comprehensive, quality health care, which includes primary care services for chronic disease and diabetes management, pediatric and women's services, preventive care, vision and dental screenings, COVID-19 testing and vaccines, flu vaccines, behavioral health, HIV, and substance use services. Virtual telehealth visits are available from the comfort of your home with highly qualified physicians and medical professionals. CNHF also provides peer support specialist training and help with housing navigation. Central Neighborhood Health Foundation. Your wellness is our priority. Comprehensive care built on trust and respect. For more information, visit cnhfclinics.org or call 213-536-5815 today to locate a clinic near you.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
First things first, I pop a freaks, all the honeys, dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money. Those the ones I like, cause they don't get Nathan but penetration. Unless it smells like sanitation. Garbage I turn like doorknob.
Hey.
Heartthrob never, black and ugly as ever.
Gemini's rule hip-hop. Hey. The greatest rappers of all time are all Gemini. Don't get it twisted. The sign of communication. Biggie, Ice Cube, the DOC. It just goes on and on. CeeLo Green, Andre 3000, Big L. Who's my guy? Who the young guy? All the young guy. Kendrick. It's Kanye. It's all of us. The Geminis. We Tupac. Oh, goodness. Jeez. Gemini. Lauryn Hill. Jeez. Just Gemini. We run hip-hop. I'm sorry. I digress. That was just a powerful song. One more chance. The ex begging. Okay, cool. Heru Ali, Battle Creek, Michigan. Get in here, brother.
Peace and love to the family and nations. Honor Soul, Andy, honor staff, honor to the God, Travis Smiley. Listen, last night, it is what it is. Here's what I've come to know. It's my experience that most women don't understand the necessity of hierarchy in relationships. Why would you get with a man who is not a leader, who has no leadership qualities, who is a man who cannot MAN, manifest answers now, Zoe Williams. Zoe what show? Why would you get with him? Why would you do that? Listen, here's what I know in my personal life. Don't use me as your personal 911. The only time that you call me when you have an emergency, whether it's a snake in the basement, whether it's police at your house, whether it's this or that, don't do that. Don't do that. It's 2023. That stuff is cut off. It's cut off. I wish I had more time. I'm going to be respectful because I know we got like a minute and a half. It's so much that we could go into, but I bow out gracefully. Maybe we can continue a similar topic, but peace and love to the family and nations. Please stay safe. Pray for those in the South and the East that's going through the storms. Honors, I'm out.
We love my brother Heru Ali. I love it when he calls in because he's so militant and direct, and you think he's off topic, but he really isn't, except for last night. But he really gives you like this wide-ranging contextual thought, man, and I love when the brother calls in. But back to this whole topic. Can we really have a conversation about fear in our relationships? That's really the angle that I was coming at tonight and yesterday. Fear dominates everything. Fear contaminates everything. And I don't think a lot of people understand that, right? Fear is just permeating throughout our relationships. And I think it's only important that we use relationships to see ourselves and what it is we need to work on. Other than that, otherwise, we're going to try to control our partners. A fearful man who knows he is fearful is far more trustable than a fearful man who isn't aware of his fear. David Dieta, The Way of the Superior Man. When we come forward, the voice of reason, we'll see y'all tomorrow night.
She say watching ya. Once you grin, I'm in game begin. First I talk about how I dress is this and
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Google is being sued by the Justice Department. 8 states are also joining in on the lawsuit that targets Google's stranglehold in the online advertising market. The plaintiffs claim Google conducted a campaign to stifle potential competition. Questions are surfacing about why it took law enforcement so long to notify the public that a gunman was still on the loose after Saturday's deadly shooting in Monterey Park, California. Police officials are